righty. Hello, everyone. So you don't usually see me on this late. I understand this because I'm usually not on this late. But anyway, I had just finished doing my talk over at the World Divination Association, the Big Bang Conference. So I talked about spell work and how to do it, like some basics, showed them a couple little quick spells that you can do and that sort of thing. And, you know, Facebook was Facebooking. So I kind of got a little bit of a delay. So I didn't get to say, it's like talk about everything I wanted to talk about, but with spell work, it's never ending anyway. So it's probably for the better. So yeah. It's just been, you know, kind of one of those things. So anywho, if you're on, say hello, or if you happen to pop on or any of those things. I'm just looking on here to see if I'm popping on anything else. Because you just never really know. You know, sometimes it's a yes, sometimes it's a no. And today, I'm really like kind of being kind of crazy for even trying because like I said, all of my tech stuff isn't working. So yeah, John, let's go live on all of the things. So that makes sense. I haven't been live in a hot minute anyway. So here I am. And that's that. Whether you like it or not. And I know some people don't, but hopefully they're not my friends on here anymore. So there's that. Sorry, trying to tame Spacey Jen a little bit. I'm just messing around. Hoping to get things working. We shall see. You never really know. So yeah, so the reason I actually came on is because my newest deck, Enchanted Forest Felines Tarot, is coming out any day now. Some people are starting to get it. Like I never really know. Like shipping is just such its own entity. Like you never really know. I just got my author copy, so and I know that Amityville Apothecary, Delirium Moon, the Crystal Garden, I think they all either have gotten or they're close. So it's coming any day now, but you can also pre-order it, and that little link thingy at the bottom, or the QR code rather, that will tell you that'll bring you right to, I think I linked it to Amazon, so then you can go ahead and grab it for pre-order, because I know that there is already a lot of orders out for it, which is so super exciting. And it's just, you know, I've had 2 decks out in 2 years, so that has been an interesting thing. We have Stardust Wanderer Tarot and Stardust Wanderer that was self-published. That's this deck right here. And no, it's not really full astrology. I do some astrology, but I'm not doing astrology readings today, if that's what you're asking. So this one was my first baby deck, and that was self-published. That was a trip. And then now we have Enchanted Forest Felines Tarot, and this is published with Llewellyn. Oh, cool. Let's see. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Because I'm live on YouTube, and you can put a user in timeout on YouTube. That's hilarious. Because this person is saying that the cards are the devil. So, should we put him in timeout? Or should we just block him? We'll just block him. Bye. Bye. Oh, shit. I'm in Leviticus 19:26. All right, so somebody needs to look that up for me and tell me what it is. Gosh, sometimes those people are the most fun, like seriously. So somebody, if they can tell me what that is, that would be freaking great. I would love it. Oh man, you gotta love it. So I actually, which is making, I'm totally side dragging, but this made me think of this. I had where was I? I was doing an event, and if you're a reader and you just say the word expo event, you just know what I'm talking about already. But anyway, so an older gentleman walked past me. I was kind of looking around, poking. It was fine, and he says to me, "Do you know that you're opening portals to other dimensions by doing this? It's evil." And I was like, "Oh no, it's all right. I like to travel. It's fine." I don't think that's the answer he was hoping for. Actually, I don't really ever know what people's answers are. Like, I've been doing this since I'm like 14 years old. If not, actually, yeah, probably even sooner than that. So I think we crossed that bridge quite a while ago. Oh my God. It's so funny. It's so funny. So, yeah. Yeah, there's that. But I was trying to get Instagram to pop on, but I don't think it's going to. So we'll just keep moving along here. And I figured I'd do this too because we are kind of starting into the holiday season. And when I say that, it means so many different things to so many different people. Some people are like, yay, some people are nay, and some people are just like, is it January? So I like to, we're gonna just do some readings for each sign of the zodiac, kind of like what I always do, and just kind of give you some energy about, the energy of what is going on for next week. Things just keep an eye out on, all that good stuff. And that's okay. It's okay. And you got to do what you got to do. And try not to stress too much and don't get caught up in all of the nonsense. I feel like there's been so much nonsense lately that, I mean, if we're not caught up in the nonsense, we're already caught up in the nonsense. So this is just really, it's kind of giving you a different focus than whatever is going on right now. Like, I don't know what's happening. I know for me, the last few months has really I don't know. I've had a lot of really cool things happen that I haven't really shared, but there's also been a lot of not cool things and really not cool people and kind of like like a spiritual bullying, I guess. I talked about it a little bit and I'm not going to go into it too much, but I guess that's just where my headspace is. Just where that, like, let's just kind of focus on something else. You know what I mean? Hello. So, I don't know. That's that. I just really. I think I might have got Instagram to work. Yay! It's always so nice when everything works. Awesome. Yay. So now I can stop rambling. All of you just got a nice little preview of my just some rambles. But I missed you all. I haven't been on in a while. And I know that. And I'm going to try to do better with that. But sometimes, when there's a lot going on and when there's just a lot of like crappy people doing crappy things, and my friend Danielle over to Amityville Apothecary, I can't talk. She had made a story the other day, and it really just made so much sense just about some certain people going on and what they're doing, and the whole like blacklisting of people, all of that. It's not cool. Hey, Bex Tarot, how are you? If you're on, say hello. Hopefully I'm not frozen. My internet hasn't been. Hey, Vanessa! How'd it go? I was popping in a little bit on yours. That went, it goes so fast, right? So Vanessa J. Love, she spoke after I did at the conference, and we were like the late night crew. All of our UK friends were like sleeping, and we were holding down the fort, or trying to anyway. I'm just seeing if I'm frozen. And so for those who I just hopped on, I just added Instagram onto all of the other channels I had going. Oh, thank you. Thank you. So we talked about spell work and how to do it. And that's what I spoke about, having tech issues. So I got like, it's like 10 minutes chopped off. And when you are speaking on a very big, broad topic and you get 10 minutes chopped off your talk, it's like, wow. Just like that. And so we jammed in as much as we possibly could. So it was a lot of fun though. And it really veered into talking about like the ethics of spell work and your intention and focusing and all of those things. And you can actually still join it now if you want. There is a link in my feed and you can check it out and see. So you see that there is, I think you could probably see the QR code there on the bottom. So that is for my newest deck that is coming out. It's already starting to ship. Enchanted Forest Felines Tarot. It is a magical kitty tarot deck because we all need those and there's never enough. I'm sorry, I don't care what you said. So it's published by Llewellyn. So you can, this link brings you to Amazon, but even better, go to your local favorite metaphysical witchy store and get it there. If they don't have it, request it because they'll probably order it, and support your local stores. So that is always something we want to do. But for just ease, I just put that in there. And so here it is. And actually what you are seeing behind me right now is the back of my cards. So yeah, because, you know, I just have to be extra about that. Yes, absolutely. No, it's so true. It definitely is. And, you know, I made all those pretty slides and we took a hard left, but you know what? It's kind of like what I was talking about. Like, I think that's kind of what people are looking for and needing. And I feel like when we were kind of talking a lot about intention and how intention, it's really kind of the heart of everything we do, really, right? And just making sure that your intention is where it needs to be, because in the heat of the moment, we want to do all the things, right? And the spell that I suggested to everybody when they're really pissed at someone is to write their name on a piece of toilet paper, say what you got to say, flush it. That's like a quick, angry spell to do. And it sounds so stupid and silly, but you know what? It helps because then you can refocus and then really decide what you want to do. So that is my tidbit of the night for you. So, hold on. I was like sitting on my leg and now it's falling asleep on me. So yeah, this deck is specifically cats. So that is what this one's about. Thank you. We have some Facebook friends saying congrats. So I figured, because we are also moving into the holidays, next week is the official start. And before I hopped onto Instagram, I was just saying that, that looks different for everybody. And there's no good, bad, right, wrong about it. It just is what it is. So I think when we, are heading into, I feel like we just moved out of a lot of big energy stuff and then we're moving into that energy stuff. Bring that intention, bring that energetic focus to that in a positive way as much as you can. Sometimes you got to deal with it. You can't just push it away forever, obviously, but we have tools to use. And if anybody is ever feeling any sort of way that they are not sure what to do, feel free to email me. I have tons of resources. So know that you are never alone. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and go read a card for every sign of the zodiac. And this is just energy focusing on the next week or so. And that's what we're doing. We're using Enchanted Forest Felines Tarot. This is my new deck with Llewellyn. I'm so excited about it. It was so much fun to make. It was just so much fun. I absolutely just, it was just so nice. It was just a very good experience. So look at how cute this is though. Look, there's the little print. And so this is new thing that Llewellyn tried. We have the little paw print so that when you close it, it goes on and you can see like the little mushrooms. And I'm obsessed with it. And that's it. I mean, look how cute that is. Look. And it's, whoops. All right. How about we take the cards out before they go flying everywhere. So there's the box. And look at it. It's like mushroom. I mean, I love it. I'm so excited about it. So, and that's what I showed you before. Like what you see on the background here is the back of the cards. I'm trying to find like the best place to go. So, real quick, I'm just going to show you. Yay! I can't wait. And when you guys get your copies, tag me so I can share it to my stories so that you can, you know, so we can just share it. And then also make sure you review it. Preferably on Amazon or Goodreads, because that's where, you know, Llewellyn sees it, then they know they need to order more, and that just helps out. And every time they do a review, a new baby unicorn is born. It's true, promise. So anyway, here is the book. And this book is, this is the book. I wrote this, and then what I did is I write the descriptions for every card, like down to the color of the cats, everything. And then the artist goes ahead and takes my descriptions and makes their drawing. And then we, you know, kind of talk about little things here and there. And if they have suggestions and stuff like that. And then there we go. Then we have a deck. Make it sound so easy. It's literally like it could be a 2 to 4 year process. So just saying. And then here's the book. There's lots of stuff in here about all the cards. And then it has some tarot spreads in here as well. And lots of cat puns. Like, I'm easily entertained. I'm going to be honest. So there are so many cat puns. And I actually had a very lovely person message me the other day asking me if it was okay for kids, if it was appropriate for kids. Absolutely 100%. It just totally is. And there are so many, you know, it's not like it's a deck that's just warm fuzzy and that's it, right? It really gives, like, cats, you know, they look really cute, but, you know, sometimes they're knocking things off tables, okay? So don't, you know, it definitely gives you readings like, oh, all right, that's what's happening. Here we are. Sorry. It's just funny. It's so funny how, like, the different art affects that. You know what I mean? So, yeah. So, here we are. And we'll just go ahead and we'll start at Aries. And shuffle. And note to self. Not meaning to, like, flip people off, but putting on a ginormous ring. I can't riffle shuffle. The side shuffle right now. I just realized I did that. All right. So let us start with Aries. All right. So we have Temperance. So this is also the card for Sagittarius season. So I think that's really interesting, Aries. I think for you, it's really about focusing on the inner and outer balance. So your everyday self, right? And then maybe your spiritual self. Maybe there's one that you haven't been giving as much attention to. And it's really important. And since it's the card of Sagittarius season, like, this is kind of saying to me, like, yeah, this is the time for you to really work on that balance. You can do it, Aries. All right, so next we have Taurus. All right, Taurus. Yay, we have the Queen of Branches. So with this deck, the Queen of Branches, and branches are wands. And with this deck, you know, we also have the mushrooms are the pentacles and saucers are the cups. So it is a little bit different, but by looking at the card, you know exactly what it is. I really wanted to try to make it like super easy. So Taurus, we have the Queen of Branches, and that is action. It's time to take action, but doing it in a nurturing way for yourself. So maybe you have some hard decisions to make. Maybe you really need to set some boundaries. And this card's like, you can do this. Be sure to do it in a loving way for yourself, that you're not putting up boundaries and doing that and not feeling good about it. Do what you are feeling good about, and that's what is going to work for you. It's just going to work. And don't do stuff that isn't for you. And don't worry about, you know, everyone else's reaction, because you know what? Everyone has an opinion. And there's a couple sayings about that, and we know what they are. So anyway, cards jumping. So we are moving on to Gemini. All right, Geminis. Yay. Oh, look, we have the star. All right, Geminis. It's time to dream big. Like, everything is literally in your grasp, right? And with the star is hope and wishes. But we can't just wish. We do have to take some action. And you see like the little fish are kind of swimming there. And again, it's a balance action. And I love that. Again, we're going to touch onto that Sagittarius. You know, they're all about action. They're about doing all the things, but it's about doing these things in a balanced way, or else they might fall flat. So for you, what is it that you've been wanting to do, Gemini? It's time to go do it. The universe has your back. Next we have Cancer. So we have the Ace of Saucers. The Ace of Saucers. You know what? I'm going to turn my light down just a smidge because I think it'll make it better. There we go. Let's find the secret spot. There it is, maybe. So we have the Ace of Saucers. So that's cups. And aces are all about possibility. So I want you, Cancer, to think about what possibilities are there for you. What are you looking for? What do you want to start? And, you know, we have saucers, we have water, a lot of water, and that can be emotional. So maybe that means that there is a relationship that needs to be watered. Maybe there's a new possibility in a relationship. Or maybe it's a relationship that has not been the greatest right now, but it needs a little bit of care. So those are some things for you to think about. Next, we have Leo. All right, Leo. So Leo, I love this. Like, we got this strength card for you, Leo. That is making a lot of sense. So for you, I think just even going into the season is knowing your own strength and knowing that sometimes things feel really big, but you know what? Your strength, it can match that. It is just as big. And I think tapping into that and giving yourself a little extra credit too. And deciding on, again, you know, I kind of feel like that's a common theme. What do you want to deal with and what don't you want to deal with? And you have the strength to make those decisions, and you need to trust yourself. Trust that intuition. All right. Let's see who's next. All right. What do we have? Virgo? Yeah. So Virgo, we have the Hermit. look at our little hermit just hanging out in his little cove in there. And for you, Virgo, you know, when we reach the time of the holidays and all of that, there's a lot of organization. There's a lot of things that need to go on. And I think taking a step back from it all is so important for you right now. Like, for some reason this year, do not overextend yourself. Make sure to take some time and do things to replenish you and not say yes to everything. Remember, no is a complete sentence. Remember that. All right, Libra. All right, Libras. What do we got for you? Ooh, we have another ace. So we have the Ace of Mushrooms. So mushrooms are pentacles in this deck. And so right now, it's really about, you know, pentacles, just like mushrooms. It's like earthy, it's home, it's the everyday stuff. So what in your everyday life can you make better? What can you change to open up new avenues for happiness, for health, all of those things? So think about that and whatever really the first thing that pops in your head is probably what it is and what you need to give a little bit more attention to. All right. Scorpio. Almost lost it. Almost lost a whole chunk of it. All right. So we have the 8 of Saucers. So Cups, 8 of Saucers. And for you Scorpios, it's time to leave some stuff behind. It's time to let go of these grudges you've been holding on to. Maybe that has to be anything about, you know, I feel like it's relationship related, honestly. Like, there's some grudge you're holding somewhere with that, and you need to kind of check on that. Whoops. What do we have? Oh, all right, Mina. Let's see. Can I have a message, please? Anything positive coming my way soon? Sure, I'll pluck hard for you. I can do that. Let's see. All right, Mina. I mean, this is good. The 4 of Branches, which is the 4 of Wands, and that is kind of like the happy home card. I feel that everything is really going to come together for you pretty soon. Like, everything that you've been trying to set up and organize, everything's going to come together very nicely. So that is really a nice card to get for that. All right. Where are you? Oh, we're on to our Sagittarius. I'm also, if anyone is just joining me, I am reading with the Enchanted Forest Felines Tarot. My new deck with Llewellyn that is coming, is starting to ship out now. The QR code will bring you to the pre-order so that you can get it as soon as it starts shipping to your area, I guess. I don't know, this, like I was saying before, the shipping, like, I don't know, like, some people go to here, some people here, and stores and all of that. So it's definitely, but it is on its way. You're very welcome. All right, so Capricorns, we have the 5 of Dandelions. So dandelions are swords. It is the air, it's swords. And right now, you know, I did do Leo. I got strength for Leo. So knowing that you are stronger than you believe and to follow your intuition. So that was Leo, like, in a nutshell. So this is 5 of Dandelions. And where was I? I think I was at Sagittarius. So sometimes just because you can get away with something, Sag, doesn't mean you should. And sometimes that means it's the easy way, because you're like, oh, if I just do this, it'll cut some corners and that'll be great. And I'll be over whatever's happening. I can move on to the next thing. This is kind of your card saying, yeah, you will get away with that. You will be able to cut those corners, but it's going to kind of come back to bite you. So maybe rethink that. You're welcome. Capricorns. Let's see. Capricorn. Yes, it is actually, it's starting to, yes, I'm using my new deck. It's starting to ship out now. Yeah. It was supposed to be, a lot of the stores are getting it. You could pre-order it on Amazon, on Llewellyn, and all of that, or you could just go to your store and get it, and that QR code takes you to Amazon. But it's really starting to ship out. I know some people have gotten it. I know a lot of stores have gotten it. So yeah, it's shipping now. All right, I did Virgo already. Chris, what was Virgo? Give me a minute. I should remember it. Okay, yeah. So Virgo was it was a hermit. So it's making sure to take some time out for yourself during this busy season and not saying yes to everything. So that's what I got for Virgo. Oh, believe me, my internet's been glitching, and I just did a conference, and it like wasn't working right. So it's just the whole night. And then I decide I'm going to go live on 50 million channels because that makes sense. But, you know, I wanted to show you my new deck, and I wanted to play with a little and give you guys some insight on the like upcoming week because that's important. All right, Aquarius, we're at. And if you'd like me to pull a card for you, just let me know. If you have a question, you can put it in the comments. And I'll read a couple after I'm done because I'm already at Capricorn, so we're almost done with the zodiac. So we have the Seven of Branches, which the branches are wands. And this card, you know, Capricorn, I feel like with this one is you are trying to control every situation around you. And this is not working out for you. And you're like, what the heck is going on? So I feel like Capricorns, it's really your time to take a step back and just relax and prioritize. Which one of these situations, you know, which couples, you know, I know you want to do all of them, and I keep trying to like skim it down, even though I don't think you're going to listen to that. Can we just pick three? Like, what three situations are most important where we can let the other ones, you can delegate that out to someone else. So I think that's what you need to do, Capricorn. I'm just saying. It's purely suggestion. But it's coming up for a reason. You gotta remember that too. All right. Let's see. And then now that brings us to Aquarius. Aquarius. Oh, Aquarius, we got the Lovers. Oh, it's so cute. All right, Aquarius, you know, I think for you, it's really just those close relationships. It's really time to start working, just giving them some attention. And this may even be your relationship with yourself. And whichever one of those resonates best, I guess that's the one you want to go with. But I do feel like that right now, focusing on yourself is important, but focusing on those close relationships around you, maybe in like just the hubbub of life, you know, things have been set aside, you haven't really been giving as much attention as you usually do to things around you, and this is a really good time to do that. So that leads us to Pisces. So if anyone wants a card, this would be a really good time to let me know. And this, like I said, this is definitely, hi Jenna, how are you? So if you want a card, let me know. I think that's what I was trying to say. I'm like thinking like 13 things at once. I'm not the only one that does that, right? It can't be. So Pisces, what do we got for Pisces? Oh, I love this. Pisces, you got the Fool. It is time for you to start a new adventure. It is time for a change. It's time to just, you know, let go of your worries and do something new, fun, exciting that you have been wanting to do. It's time. Gotta do it. So that's what I have for you, Pisces. That's fun. Love it. So, yes. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you, Corey. Thank you. All right, Jenna, let's pull you a card. All right. So, Jenna, we got Death card for you. I think that's very interesting. So, for new things to happen, some things need to die, metaphorically. And so maybe that is definitely what may be happening. I feel like you're kind of going through this like metamorphosis, and it's like the dark months of change, and new things will happen, and maybe that even relates to maybe you'll get new inspiration for different projects, which I don't think you ever run out of ideas. Jenna has a bazillion beautiful decks too. So yeah, so I kind of like that. All right. I'm here for it. It's just emerge like a butterfly when spring comes. That's how I'm imagining you right now. Just this butterfly. Big, beautiful butterfly. I love it. So yeah, so if you just happen to pop on, guys, I just went through my readings. You can go ahead and watch a replay when I go ahead and post this. All right, we'll take it. We'll take it. We need to catch up, Jenna. So the QR code's right down there, and you can go ahead and pre-order Enchanted Forest Felines Tarot, my newest deck with Llewellyn. It is shipping out now. They are starting to ship because I do know people are starting to get them. I think that you'll really have a lot of fun with it if you know, I'm not going to say if, I'm going to say when you get it. Tag me so I can share it on my stories because I love seeing that. Let's see. Wisdom and healing. My sister-in-law is in the hospital to try and find the cause of the problem. Will they find it? All right, let's pull a card on that and see. You too. All right. Let's see what we have. Wisdom and healing. So we have the 9 of dandelions, which is the 9 of swords. So I feel like that they will find the cause of it. I don't know if it's going to be right away, but I do feel like they will find the cause. And I do feel like it also may be, it might take a little because it's a couple of different things. It's not just one thing. I feel like there might be a couple things just kind of contributing to each other. So I think too, also thinking outside the box is going to be really helpful in figuring this out. And I'm sending a bunch of love and healing to her as well. All right. I think we're good. If anyone wants a card, this is your last call. If not, then you'll just have to catch me next time or watch the replay because I did pull a card for every sign of the zodiac. And I do like to do that just because it makes it a little bit more relatable and a little bit more, a little easier for you to, you know, grab the reading. And then you could take your moon, rising, and sun sign, and you can make a whole big one. Let's see. Oh, what gave you the inspiration for your new deck? So for this deck, for Enchanted Forest Felines, this deck actually kind of just sprung on me because I live on a mountain, and unfortunately a lot of people will dump cats here. So I tend to have a lot of feral cats, and yes, I try to make friends with all of them, and no, I'm not always successful. I don't know why. Like, I watch all these TikTok videos where people like the cat just runs up to them and they're best friends forever. I'm going to tell you in real life that, I mean, it does happen, but I haven't had that luck yet. So I was watching some of these kitties and, you know, I'll leave stuffed food out for them and whatever, but they actually fend for themselves pretty well. And I was like sitting there watching this one cat just kind of pouncing through the grass. And I'm like, you know what? It would be so cool if they had a magical forest to go to where they were taken care of and they were able to do magical things. And that's kind of how I came up with this deck. And I had an idea about it, and I wanted to be kind of like folk art. And we went through a couple different artists, and then we found Iva, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is it. So that's kind of how that happened. And all right, let's see. Let's pull a card for Corey. All right. I know it's kind of like a sad story, but then it's also, I was watching this cat pounce through my grass and would take their paw and go bam, and then scoop up and eat a mouse, and then go a little bit more, bam, scoop up. I'm like, how many mice do I have in my yard? Number one. And how many mice do they eat? How do they do that? Yes, you are very correct. I have very interesting imagination, and that's why I have 17 projects going all at once all the time. Sorry, Corey, let's get to you. Queen of Mushrooms. So mushrooms are pentacles in the deck. And this is really representing, pentacles represent that earth energy. It is all like the everyday things going on. So for you right now, I feel like it's more about nurturing your spaces. What's going on around you? Your home, making it cozier for you. Maybe it's time for you to rearrange a couple of things. Maybe you're somebody who really loves decorating for the holidays. Or maybe you're not, but maybe this year, maybe try just putting out, I don't know, stuffed animal or something. Whatever it is that you want. But this card is really about just nurturing your space and those around you. Because you have the ability to nurture that not everybody has. And it's kind of needed right now. So that's what I got for you. It's Auntie Mojo Jojo. I haven't seen you in a hot minute. How are you? All right. So Leah, Leah Lily, let's get you a card. You are so very welcome. All right. So we have Leah, we have the 8 of dandelions. Let me try to, I don't know how to shut off that like weird focus it does. So 8 of dandelions. So we have this little kitty, and which is 8 of swords, kind of tied in the middle of these dandelions, but tied loosely. So I feel like that right now you are really in your head. You are really, I feel like, over worrying about a couple of things that in the end you might not even have control of. So really just working on trying to kind of release the expectation of whatever you want the end result to be, and just kind of letting that go and let what is going to happen, because whether we worry about it or don't worry about it, what's going to happen is going to happen, right? And I feel like it's really it's affecting you in a way too. It might be affecting you physically. You might not be able to sleep, or you're just like kind of getting so caught up in your head that maybe you're missing some things going on because you're like so worried. So I just think this releasing and letting things go the way they're supposed to, which is hard for us to do. We don't always, it's always, it's one of those things, easier said than done kind of thing, but at least be mindful of it. And that will be really helpful for you. All right. Yay. So I think we're good. I think I got everybody. Let me look over here on the other. Yep, I got everybody. Yay. So definitely pre-order Enchanted Forest Felines and tag me. Let me know when you have gotten it. Also, too, I have my other deck, and if you go on the link in my bio, you'll see it. My other deck is Stardust Wanderer Tarot. You're very welcome. Which is a whole different other vibe. This is a very cosmic space pirate type situation. So this deck is my other deck. This is my deck I did self-published. And it is very space, gods and goddesses, all of those fun things. So that is, I got options for you, friends. Like, I got all sorts of options. So that you can definitely check out. And I think I have a QR code. I do. Oops. Nope. Not what I meant to do. I hit the wrong button. There we go. This is for Stardust Wanderer Tarot. Is actually on sale right now. I have it on a Black Friday sale, so it is definitely super discounted. So take a peek at that if you want as well. And again, always tag me so I can go ahead and share it. And I'm trying to get back in. And yeah, so thanks for hanging out with me. It was good to talk with everybody, and I hope that you guys all have a great day, great night, a great week ahead, and I will see you very soon. Bye.